You know, when most people sneak off late at night, it's usually to do something fun. Why are you out here training in the courtyard? Well, yes, of course, exercising is good for you. You had all day to do that. And instead you're making my bed awfully empty. Well, I can hardly go fill it and sleep while you're out here. Don't think I haven't noticed. You training longer and longer every week. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be in shape. There's nothing wrong with wanting to exercise, build muscle, be stronger. I hesitate to say there is nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight. There can be nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight. But usually I find most ways that weight loss is promoted tends to be unhealthy, and most motivations people have for losing weight stem from being made to feel like they have to, not because of a medical condition, but because of how other people treat them, talk about them. I know you, darling little hero. My darling. What is this really about? You've been working out less since joining me. Yes, I imagine they had you on a pretty strict regiment where you used to be, Probably not even making you work out every day, but pushing you past your limits, making you train until you were passing out from exhaustion. So I would hope you are doing less of that here. Stop that. Listen to me. I know it is hard to let go of what they taught you. And of course, if you are able, you should try and exercise. But that can come in many forms, even just walking, jogging, running, dancing. You don't have to be pushing yourself like this. Certainly not for this many hours a day. You could hurt yourself. Everyone's body has limits, and everyone's bodies have different limits. Look at mine. I might be quite slim, but that is only because my body finds it difficult to cling on to fat. There have often been times that I wish I could gain more weight, look more healthy. I do hope you are not comparing your body to mine. I'm only as slim as I am due to my health. My poor health. I don't want you thinking this is something you should be aiming to replicate. And whatever they taught you, you're not there anymore. You don't have to live by their rules. Poor thing, you probably don't even realise some of what you were taught was their rules. You might think some of it is what every person does. Maybe that's what they told you was normal. But it's not. You don't have to do all of this. No, being a hero is not an excuse. You can advocate and fight and work here without doing all of this. No one should be pushing themselves this hard. You shouldn't be pushing yourself this hard. Why do you want to be training this much? I know it's what you're used to, and it must be hard to let go of it. But you weren't doing this when you first came here. Maybe little at first, but I thought you'd grown past it. You're getting soft. You say that as though you weren't always. Did you not always have a soft spot for me? Or I wouldn't be standing here. Oh, you meant physically? Alright. And what do you mean? What do I mean? And is there meant to be a point to that? You don't think you should be. Why? Because heroes don't. Because I could name you so many. Come here. Kitten. Come here. If you can't look at me, at least listen to me. You know what getting some soft fat on your belly means? That you're well fed. That you're not starving anymore. People can be fat and healthy. And I would hope I didn't have to spell this out to you, and you can certainly be fat and attractive. You can be lacking in muscle, and you can be soft around the center. You can have scars, acne, stretch marks. I don't care about any of that. When I started falling for you, you were still wearing that awful mask. And covered up in your hero get-up. You think I cared what was underneath? You're a fighter. This little belly is proof you survived. Now you are allowed to have your own wants for your body that are different than mine. You might prefer yourself with long hair, and someone else could prefer you with short hair. And you should go with what you want, what you like. But, yes, but... as long as you know that if you had the shorter hair, you wouldn't be ugly and awful. And going soft here doesn't mean you're lazy. I see how hard you work. So you can train, but you will do it a normal, healthy amount. You can build up muscle if you like. That is your body and your choice. But I will not have you injuring yourself, becoming unhealthy, or finding you asleep out here in the morning, instead of nice and warm in bed with me, because you've gotten it into your head that if you have any sort of defect on your body, that you're worthless. And I'm sure they drilled that into you. But look at me. I've got moles. I've got scars. Both from gender-affirming means and battles. I wear my leg brace so often there's practically a permanent indentation in my leg. I am self-conscious of it. I'm self-conscious of how when I breathe in, my ribs poke out. I wish I looked different sometimes. Do you think I'm ugly? Or lazy, or full of imperfections? Which I am, the last one. But aren't we all? Aren't they what make us all the more unique? It'd be awfully boring if we all looked the same. As long as you're healthy, I don't care what you look like. And by healthy, I don't mean if you become unwell. If you become unhealthy, I will still be here and love you. I just meant your health is more important to me than your looks. Pretty as you are, you're still you. What if I came out of the next battle with a giant scar across my face? What if I was bedridden for a while and my body actually cooperated, and I put on weight? What would you do with me then? I'm not trying to make you feel ashamed for being a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites. I'm just trying to get you to stop this nonsense. please. For me. 'Cause I, for one, won't complain if I have something extra to hold on to, while I remind you how beautiful you are for me. Training all forgotten about now, is it? If we're going to bed together, it's to sleep. You need it. Well, if you wanted something else, you shouldn't have overexerted yourself, should you? That could actually work. Like a reward system, couldn't it? You don't tire yourself out beyond repair, and we can have fun. But you stay up past midnight training like this. I just couldn't put you through it. No. So what will it be? So what will it be? I don't think you really have much of an option. I can see you swaying on your feet. Oh, don't make me carry you. You have no idea if I could or not. On a bad pain day, certainly not. Today, there's nothing to stop me using a little magic. And you know, while human, I have been blessed with a little non-human blood in my lineage. Enough that on a day that I'm well, I could just crouch a little, grab you by your waist, hoist you onto my shoulder. Oh, don't kick and scream, Pat. You don't even have the energy for it anyway. No, I don't think I will go and pick your things up. You can go and collect your weapons in the morning. You don't need them. Given up. God. I'm fine, just... If I grunt, it's not because you're too heavy. It's because I'm not very physically, muscularly built. I'm not sure that's a word. No, I'm not putting you down. I have a point to make now, so... This is your own fault. I am going to carry you like this until we hit the bedroom, yes, unless you'd rather me call for someone else to carry you. Thought not. I want you to take care of yourself. Especially if I'm not always around to do it. You'd make me very proud if you could try. That's all I ask. It's a start. you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that custom audio and art commissions are currently open. Make sure you read my rules and message me to discuss your idea before ordering a commission. Links are in the description as always. I also have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave just £1 a month over there, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of my audios, the ability to leave audio requests, and 2 exclusive spicy audios a month depending on the tier. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes other days of the week. And I have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy shop also has stickers and other merch of my original audio characters under the The Vampire Prince section of my shop. Thank you so much to my new and returning patrons from last month. My new fledglings: Hachi, Oman, Zolkova Salts, Edward, AbbyCats16, Skylar Sheridan, Charlie Mandrot, Eichel111, L, Shub, Musa, Salamanders Are Cool, Oz, Sign My SP, Peachy Pup, Yerksits Connor, Simple, Antisocial Corpse, Casey Williams, Akari, Izzy T, Angel Face, Cow Ann, Cryptid Lux, Andy, Jops, Sam Was Here, Iris Hope, Rebecca Seeker, Hi, Bingus Boy, London, Witchy Dude 23, Gretchen Ellsworth, Anon24, No, Danis, Albert Plague Doc, Kristen Jameson, Hevrana, Oops, Sleepy Doodle, Rebs, Batwinged Ghoul, Rob, Wolf Girl, Kaino, Cian Cleric, Violet Waipuki, The Googly Eyed Tarot PDX, Nat Nat, Crystal Hedgehog 1, Matroshka Doll, Carper Nocturne, Mockingbird, Cheerio00, Mortif, Tori, JM, Sweetie, Bellius Cook, Smechi, Bite Me, Rose, Mulligan, Kalida Fiesta, Dented Tester 36, Lilac Sloth, Frogs, Lux, Shawnee Riddle, Quibble, Raven Nerd 23, Moonrats, Rhiannon Slorak, Whisper, Elmo L Sensual, and Dawdley. And my new familiars: Faith,